I was once a lazy bastard. A guy that would tell you that, oh yeah, I would do it. Oh yeah, hey, this guy, I would do it. And I end up not doing it. Every time when I go to the gym, I'll be late. You know why I'm late? Because previously, I've been scrolling on my phone, doing things I shouldn't do, wasting my time away on little tiny pleasures that gave me. That was my life. That was my life a few months back. And I cannot emphasize how deeply on how things can change in like a few months or within just a year. It's astronomical on what you can achieve, bro. And I want you to learn from my mistakes. I had a really bad procrastination problem. I would procrastinate for 1, 2 hours, heck, sometimes even more. If you take a look at my phone screen time, which I'm using on recording, if I'm not using recording, I'll show it to you. Back then, my phone screen time would be over 10 hours. And for those time was spent on scrolling on social media, I would say a baseline of 4 plus minus 1 hour, around 4 hours each. And that's a lot of time to think, 8 hours you spend on sleeping, right? And then you take 4 hours, that's 12 hours, that's half of your day gone. You go to school for 8 hours, boom, you only have left 4 hours left. Let's say you eat and shower, take out 2 hours, boom, you only have 2 hours left. And that's why I've been complaining. I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. And now you know where the time has gone. And even if I got the time to, sit down and study, I still get distracted. And there are times where, I say that I want to do it, but I get lazy and I don't do it. And now, what did I do? On a certain random day, I remember that day, I decided to try something new. I'm sick, I'm tired of my life, I'm tired going down the habit of loophole or just scrolling endlessly. And those habits I said I want to do, I didn't do it. And I end up doing one thing that I learned from one YouTube short. The guy said that for us to make the habits easier, it's actually just to make things less resistant. Let's say you have a gym workout in the morning. You would wear your gym socks to sleep. You wear socks to sleep. So that when you wake up, you only change your top, you put in the short pants, and you're ready to go to the gym. And suddenly, things doesn't look that hard. Suddenly, things become so much easier. I tried. And the concept behind it is breaking up things into small pieces. Let's say you want to stop scrolling, right? You know what's the first step you need to do? Put down your phone. But before you put down your phone, what you need to do? Turn off the app. So you turning off the app from scrolling is a small, drastic measure that your brain would do. After putting down your phone, that's easier, so your brain would do. But instead of you saying that you should stop scrolling immediately go work, your brain will give you a million excuses. It would give out and give up before it happens. Yes, it will give up. It's 100%. Your mind is like a bastard. He wants the easiest, less resistance path. Let's say you have 2 ways to get 1 kilogram of sugar. You pick the easiest, the less amount walk, the less amount problem, the straightest route. That's our brain. But now, how do we do it to actually become people with habits? Is to get yourself routine. Repetition is the key. Keep on doing it. And let's say you want to go to the gym, keep on showing up to the gym. Going there for it could be going there for 10 minutes, 1 hour, just keep on showing up. And sooner or later, it gets into a habit. You're so used to it, you just automatically go to your gym in your autopilot mode. But let's say that you are just starting out, right? Let's say you're starting out that new habit and it's hard. And I admit, when you're starting out, it's actually very hard. So what you're gonna do here is that you need to tell yourself this. You need to reframe your own belief, your own internal dialogue. Because in order for a change to occur, it must change from the most inside circle. Why do you want to change? Ask yourself this question. Why? It must come from inside you. It comes from identity. Let's say why you want to change. Then after that, you say how I'm gonna change. Let's say, for example, I am now. Let's say I'm obese, right? And I want to get jack. I want to get loose fat. So my identity will be like, all right, I am now healthy. That's your new identity now. You can't reinforce that on your mind. So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go to the gym. How are you gonna do it? Lift weights, do that, do this. And you break that into three things. That three things I mentioned. And after that, every time you go to the gym, it builds and it reinforces on the fact that you are healthy. It reinforces on the fact that you go to the gym, you're healthy, you're gonna lose weight. So every time you reinforce on that, you reinforce on your outer ego. You reinforce on that ego, on the fact that pride and human nature, we love pride. So we reinforce on that, you're gonna go to the gym more and more often. Because it's a psychological manipulation. And you manipulate your own mind into success. And that's only the beginning. And now, for those tasks that are mundane, let's say you are learning a language and you keep on failing. Let's say you're learning STEM, right? One thing for you to have that discipline is to keep on doing it even when your mind gives out. Because when you show your mind you are not giving up, you know what it signals to it? Your mind will be like, holy shit, this guy ain't giving up. So your mind can't give up, because if you physically don't give up, you don't leave that room and you can't force yourself to read, your mind is forced to not give up on you, bro. It is forced to follow your orders. So when that happens, you have your mind shackled and tied to your command to do whatever you want. And you won't be a brain dead zombie following what your mind wants instead. So with that in power, you just keep on reading it, the passage. Let's say you can't understand that, keep on reading it. I still can't understand. Read it again. Read until you understand. Because that signifies to your mind, I'm not giving up. Screw you. I'm the master. And by that time, your mind will falter to your command. And last but not least, is that I want you to try this out. Every time you complete that task, you check it off your habit tracker. Have a habit tracker for yourself. A physical one, a digital one, I don't give a shit. Have it where you list out all the habits you want to do. And every day after you finish it, tick them off. Your goal, make sure all of them are ticked as much as possible every single day. As the ticks you notice go up and up, you do anything to not lose that streak. You do everything to maintain it. Because it gives you a sense of pride, it gives you a sense of joy, it reinforces on the fact that you are such a better person. This is the psychological manipulation that people don't tell you about. And I'm here telling you all of it. And if you want to know more, read the book Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. There's more outside knowledge to it. And with that, I hope you have learned something from this video, that you took away something valuable. And if you want more things like this, more detailed stuff, join the Brotherhood. Link down below.